Is where we are being joined by Fox 5 New York's Reagan Medji, who has the latest on this story. Reagan, this has been such a heartbreaking incident, and I understand that they have been honoring his life all weekend long. But what do we know about his partner who is fighting for his life in that hospital there behind you?
All right, so I'll break it down for you. 22-year-old Jason Rivera is the officer who was shot and killed during a domestic dispute in Harlem on Friday night. His partner, 27-year-old Wilbert Mora, is currently in critical condition here at NYU Langone Medical Center. A lot of prayers going out to him in hopes that he can pull through. As for Jason Rivera, who was killed, his wake and funeral will be at St. Patrick's Cathedral on Thursday. The wake begins at 1. Friday is open to the public, the funeral, which starts at 9 o'clock.
The difficult process of saying goodbye has started. Fallen officer Jason Rivera's brothers and sisters in blue lining Broadway in Upper Manhattan on Sunday as his body arrived to the Riverdale Funeral Home from the medical examiner's office. The 22-year-old's body draped with the green, white, and blue NYPD flag as it was carefully carried inside. Emotional, gut-wrenching cries from family members as they were escorted into the funeral home in Inwood only underscores the heartbreak being felt after a young officer's life was cut so short. On Friday night, Rivera and his partner, 27-year-old Wilbert Mora, were shot during a domestic dispute between a mother and son inside a Harlem apartment. Rivera was killed and Mora remains in critical condition. Officer Rivera joined the force in 2020. This letter from the New York Post, written by Rivera to the commanding officer of the police academy, explains he wanted to join the NYPD to, quote, better the relationship between the community and the police. And it appears he had already been doing that in his Inwood neighborhood. Luisa Jimenez could not hold back her tears as she explained the loss to the community. Her neighbor, Luis Favio, translates.
She said he was really nice and he was always like helping her out and stuff.
Rivera's widow posting to Instagram a picture of her husband's locker where she explained he'd FaceTime her, adding, the day of the shooting was going to be his last workday before 3 days off, quote, to spend them together. But now your soul will spend the rest of my days with me, through me, right beside me. I love you to the end of time.
And Regina, it's only been 3 weeks into the new year, and so far 5 NYPD officers have been shot. Regina?
Now, Reagan, going off of that exact statistic, right before we took you live, we were playing, a roundtable held by New York City Mayor Eric Adams and other officials. It seems like he had a couple of press conferences this weekend. I understand one, he is expected to speak today. And, what really has he been outlining as far as plans to try and combat this curb in violence?
Regina, the night of the shooting, the press conference was an impassioned one between the mayor and also the police commissioner, Keechant Sewell, here in New York. Both are saying this has got to stop. We do need help. So today around 2 o'clock this afternoon, Mayor Eric Adams will be holding a press conference. It's closed to the media. However, it's expected to be announcing plans on a new safety procedure within the city. He's also looking at bringing the plainclothes anti-gun unit back. That was a controversial unit here in the city for a while, but it is decided that he feels it should be back, basically tackling the illegal guns coming into the state. So speaking of illegal guns, Governor Kathy Hochul talking about that as well, announcing that there will be a meeting of, quote, the Interstate Task Force on Illegal Guns. 50 representatives will be in attendance. This meeting is planned for Wednesday. The attendees will be the NYPD, also the State Police of New York, and other officials within the Northeast states. Regina?
Well, that definitely sounds like a whole lot for an agenda, and we will continue to keep updated with your team when it comes to that press conference and any legislation moving forward. Also, any update on the officer's condition who is still fighting for his life in that hospital. So, Reagan, thank you so much for joining us multiple times here this morning. You stay warm out there, and we'll touch base with you soon.
Thank you.